Cars in the first of our events tonight, the Street Stock Sedan Invitation. Headed up by Des Turnbull in the 61 on the pole, and 16 Angelo Cecil up on the front. The green flag is falling to send them away, and Angelo Cecil, Des Turnbull in second place, and Bill Chapman running third. Then the 47 of Clifford Schaefer and the 35 of Dennis Hopwood. 29 John Arnott. They're the top cars, and Angelo Cecil has scooted away from them. Now Bill Chapman is coming up on the outside of Des Turnbull to challenge for second place, but Des Turnbull still has that second spot. Bill Chapman still persisting with the outside line. Maybe he might be able to take Des Turnbull this time. Now he's trying to hook it back in down low. Angelo Cecil leads away clearly. Des Turnbull got a real struggle on his hands at the moment, trying to hold out Bill Chapman. John Arnott is coming through on the inside of Clifford Schaefer. Whoops, and one's gone round the 180 degree. It's the number 35 of Dennis Hopwood in the Erin Areca's Cortina, facing the wrong way round. Angelo Cecil leading them clearly away. This is Event 1, Heat 1, the Street Stock Sedan Invitation. And the cars re-gridded, picking up their spots for the restart to Event 1, Heat 1, the Street Stock Sedan Invitation. Des Turnbull, Angelo Cecil on the outside, Des Turnbull on the inside, and it was Angelo Cecil who again made the better of the start. John Arnott in the red Tirana number 29 is trapped up pretty high on the track and is losing a bit of ground on the 3 leaders up front. That's Angelo Cecil, Des Turnbull and Bill Chapman trying to squeeze through on the inside to look for that better position on Turnbull, and they really have off, and John Arnott's gone around and around and is just going to get a touch from Bob Veach. No real problem. There's the green flag, and Angelo Cecil again on the outside went very quickly. Another problem here in main straightaway, but the car is still mobile at this stage, or is it? Yes, he's fired up and away he goes out of trouble, so we're really having our hands full getting this first race completed. And Angelo Cecil's the man who keeps suffering from all the stoppages and coming back to the field, because as soon as the race restarts, he shoots away from them, leaving Des Turnbull and Bill Chapman to continue their tussle for second and third place. And joining in now in the number 9 car is Lindsay Cornwall to move through on the inside of Chapman, who got up very high on the track, and Cornwall driving a very tight and tidy line moves up into third place, and he's putting the pressure on Des Turnbull. Turnbull drifts up a little. Lindsay Cornwall tries to tack on behind and in fact tries to push up on the inside of Turnbull and might succeed in doing so, coming round home corner as the white flag waves. Oh, a big tail hang there by Des Turnbull as he came out of turn 4. Lindsay Cornwall on the inside driving a very tight and smooth line, and Bill Chapman getting going again in the last half of the lap of the race, down to take the checkered flag. It's a very easy win to 16 Angelo Cecil. Here's the struggle though, and it's been interesting right throughout, and Des Turnbull does hang on for second in the 61. 9 Lindsay Cornwall is third, 91 Bill Chapman fourth, 77 Gary Smith, and then the 5 coming in next. No time taken because of the race stoppages, but a very comfortable win to Angelo Cecil in the number 16 Tirana, sponsored by Stick Signs. He's doing his lap of honour as the cars come out for Heat 2 of the Street Stock Sedan Invitation.
The 71 car of Ray Tyler in a Cortina. He's gone from GMH to Ford. Paul Ross in the 45, Alan Drummond in the 17. The 18 there is Darryl Kime, Angelo Cecil's teammate. Stan Elliott, of course, in the red and blue car. The 74 car of Don Beckett on the outside of the third row of the grid. Back to the 55 of Merv Harland. And the 14 car of Kevin Edwards. The 2 of George Regent. So coming around for a start, they're under the starter's orders. The yellow light's flashing, the green flag is down, and away we go. And Paul Ross on the outside is going up around on the outside of Paul Ross. Has taken over the lead, and the 18 car of Darryl Kime trying to get up on the outside. He has done so on the outside of Ray Taylor to slip into second position. So a good race up at the lead. Paul Ross, Darryl Kime, and then Ray Tyler in the 71 car. Stan Elliott also in there, as is Alan Drummond. A good go in the front 5, and we're tailed off a little bit for the other cars. Keith Wellman in the number 7 car trying to tack on to the end. But these 6 cars have really spread themselves apart from the rest of the field, as Paul Ross still leads from Darryl Kime, but he's under pressure now as Kime switches to the outside. Ray Tyler in third, and then Stan Elliott, and back to Alan Drummond. But Kime on the outside now seems to have got Ross's measure, and he darts to the front, and we have a new leader. Darryl Kime shoots to the front from Paul Ross. Ray Tyler in third position, then back to Stan Elliott. Alan Drummond coming up on the inside of Stan Elliott to jump into 4th spot, but Elliott's certainly not going to let him get 4th spot very easily, but he does so now. But down the back, and Darryl Kime and Angelo Cecil in the stick car signs certainly have their Tiranas wound up tonight. Darryl Kime now a good leader from Paul Ross, and then Ray Tyler, and then back to the 17 of Alan Drummond, Stan Elliott, and the 7 of Keith Wellman, and forget the rest. 1 3/4 laps to go for Darryl Kime as he heads down the back, and he's Ray Tyler now up into second position. Paul Ross seems to have had some mechanical problem and pulls to the infield, so a big change around there. Darryl Kime coming down now to get the white flag. Does so. Ray Tyler in second spot from Alan Drummond, Stan Elliott, and Keith Wellman in the number 7 car. And then it's back to the 14 of Kevin Edwards, or 37 I should say, of Paul Kelly, and the rest of the field are pretty well strung out. But Paul Ross on the infield smoking badly as Darryl Kime comes down now to get the checkered flag. He does so. It's the 18 of Darryl Kime, the 71 of Ray Tyler, the 17 of Alan Drummond, the 27 of Stan Elliott, the 7 of Keith Wellman, and it's a long way back now to the 37 of Paul Kelly. Those stoppages in that race, and Darryl Kime's time was 1:58.170. A good win to the stick car sign of Darryl Kime.
And Darryl Kime finishing third in the New South Wales Street Stock Championships last weekend up at Lismore. A couple of the local Lismoreites running 1 and 2.